after the presentation of Davide, my attempt would be to make the things that he said comprehensible, and so I'm going to describe more or less how the various things in the process of YIEDL work together. And we will talk about the competition. We mostly have two activities, the competition and the marketplace. In addition to that, we also have a collaboration with Numerai on providing a crypto dataset. We will talk about the competition and the question that we make in the competition, and how do we compute the scores of the participants and the rewards. And after that, how, what are the markets, and how the prediction become market products, and how these products end up in the marketplace, and after they go into the marketplace, how they are executed by the marketplace bots, and after this execution goes on, what is the way in which the rewards are computed on the marketplace, and in the end are given back to the data scientists that participate to the competition. So, we have this weekly competition, and there is the app for that, as Davide said, and we have a new data set each week. It contains prices, volumes, alternative data, more than 2,700 assets with their real names, about half gigabyte. But in addition to that, we have, since some month or two, a more extensive data set that contains a lot more data and also on-chain data. The participants send a prediction using the competition the app, and they stake an amount of yield on each prediction. Yield is the token that drives all the tokenomics of these activities. And when the predictions are sent, they are encrypted and stored on the IPFS decentralized storage. The hashes of the predictions, that is the digital signature, are and the IPS identifiers are stored on the Polygon blockchain. As we get the prediction, we are able to decrypt them because there is some strong encryption protocol that is proprietary going on. And the transmission is registered and the prediction cannot be tampered. That is, you are guaranteed, if you are a data scientist, that you send the prediction and you send that prediction. It cannot be modified by anyone. And at the end of the week, the decryption keys are written on the blockchain. So at the end of the week, after the prediction is not valid anymore because it was a prediction over the next week, can be decrypted and anyone can check the content of the prediction and then possibly compute how the prediction should have been paid in the competition and check for the validity of the rewards that have been paid to the participant. The data scientists in this way can build, for the good or for the bad, a public reputation, which is tamper-proof, but it is optional. That is, the participation to the competition is using the wallet address, so no one is obliged to disclose their own identity. And it can be extended to models somehow, and that is not sending prediction, but sending models. This requires quite a bit of changes in the protocol, and is something that has been described in a paper which is awarded by the by the Monetary Authority of Singapore, was the award that Davide talked before. Okay. We ask, in our competition, we ask basically two questions. We have two competitions going on. The first one, we have a basket of 100 crypto assets This could be extended to stocks, futures, and we ask 2 questions each week, and we are evaluating also adding a third competition, which is daily, but the same way of work could be extended to hourly or real-time predictions if needed. And the first one is the up-down question. In the up-down, we ask the allocation of all assets, 100 assets, for the next week. And for instance, Bitcoin 20%, Ethereum minus 20%, Solana 5%. The total allocation without the sign must be at most 100. So the norm of this should be less than 1. If it is less than 1, this means that some capital should remain flat, not invested. And the other competition is the neutral one, and asks the relative performance of all assets. It asks just the ranks of these 100 crypto. So for instance, BTC is the 10th, Ethereum the 2nd, Solana is the 77th, and so on. And they got nice ordered sequence of cryptos. These are the questions. Then it stopped working again. Too much. It's stuck in between. Okay. Now, for the up-down question, how do we compute the scores and the rewards? Well, basically we do this. We imagine that we go to the market with the allocation corresponding to the prediction. It's gone. It was nice. Okay. We go to the market with this allocation, so the one, and we compute at the end of the week the relative delta prices of those assets over the full week, and the score is just the dot product of the allocation times the delta prices. That's it. If you sum all the products, and the rewards is the stake that the participant put on his prediction times the score. So, for instance, if this is the predicted allocation, which sums to 1, and these are the delta prices, we multiply this 1 by 1, we get those scores. They are summed. This is the dot product, and we got the score. The score means your allocation made on the market 3% last week. And if you put 100 yield, you get 3 yield as the reward. Linear, simple. The neutral scores and rewards are similar, but first we have to transform the rank that we are given as an answer to our question to an allocation. How do we do that? We transform ranks in a market neutral allocation. We assign a negative allocation to lower ranks, a positive to higher ranks, and normalize so that the total allocation is 100. So we start with this, and we arrive to this one when the sum is 1 or 100, depending on whether you are talking about the norm or the percentage. From that point on, it goes as with the up-down prediction. That is, we compute the deltas, we multiply, and this is how do we compute the rewards. So how do the competition process works? It starts, I like these fancy icons taken from the Davide presentation. It starts from the AI competition that provides the data sets that are used by the data scientists to produce the predictions on which they put a stake. At the end of the week, we get a decentralized leaderboard with the scores, that is how much in percentage they made each week. This is multiplied by their stake, so they get some rewards, or if the net result was negative, their tokens are burned, and that's it. It is repeated every week. In the competition, this is the way to reward the data scientists. And in addition to to the competition, we have the marketplace that provides a second way to incentivize the data scientists to participate. Now, what is a market? Markets are exchanges on a specific blockchain. So we can have Solana, we can have Optimism, we can have Binance Smart Chain, we can have TON, which is coming soon. We have different markets. And each market operates just on a subset of the assets, because not all assets are available on all markets. And some markets can be long only or can also be shortable. For instance, Optimism in general, on this market we can go, we can short sell, but on others we have to stay long only. They can have different fees and additional costs. And we defined a sort of market algebra that projects the weekly prediction to the market assets and adapts the prediction to the market direction. That works differently depending on whether you start from the up-down or the neutral competition. The neutral part is more complex because it has to project preserving neutrality of the prediction. When you do the projection, you get different products, and the individual products that come from individual predictions. That is, Davide made a prediction, he sends it, and it makes an individual product, one for each blockchain, one for each market. Then there are the top products that are rotating products that each week take the best of over the previous, 3 months. And then we have the meta-model products where we can aggregate the predictions and get an overall prediction that in general can also be used to reduce the risk. And the aggregated product can be aggregated in different ways, by the stake, by the absolute performance, or by the rewards. According to the formula, since the reward is stake time performance, if you weight by reward, you are taking into account both the stake, that is how confident is the predictor, and the performance, that is how it effectively was good in predicting the market. This is an example, just a simple one. You have an answer to the up-down competition that has, in this case, 70-something assets, and for each of them there is a percentage. The sum is 100. And but on the specific market we are dealing with, we have only these assets, so we project these assets to this set, which is smaller. The red ones are short, but on this specific market we cannot go short, so these are removed and we get the long asset. Since up-down competition asks about a absolute delta, in this case we can do this without losing information of meaning of the prediction. So we get this set of long assets, but in general we might have too many assets, and it is not practical to trade such large number of assets. Some of them have very small percentages. So with some heuristics we reduce the number of assets, and then we normalize to 1, and we get the final allocation that is the weekly product. This is done automatically for all markets, for all predictions, for all kind of prediction, that is the meta models, the top, and so on. And this means that in the marketplace, the products are weekly allocations. They are all presented on the marketplace. And here you can see how on my iPhone the market appears. And For example, if we have two questions, that is two competition, 6 markets, 100 prediction, 3 top products, 3 meta-model products, that would mean, for instance, the 3 meta-model products could be stake-weighted, performance-weighted, and rewards-weighted. You end up with 1,272 products that are all listed on or listed here. Then we can go here and select, okay, I want to operate on this blockchain. On this blockchain, I want a meta-model product because it's safer, and so on. You choose your products, you see all the economical KPIs, and you can choose what to do. Now, what you can do with the products is that you can have your own bot linked to your smart wallet that operates on the market and automatically executes the rotations, the weekly rotations that are linked to that product. So each week a new prediction comes and updates the product. The product sends an update to the bot linked to your smart wallet. The bot orders the smart wallet to operate on the market and automates all the investment that you can do on the marketplace directly from the app that you saw before. Now, as I said, there is a second way to encourage data scientists to participate. There are the marketplace rewards. How do they work? Each product comes with a share vector, something that describes which predictor contributed to that product and how much. So each product comes with a share vector that for individual products has only one predictor. That is, it says this product has been brought to the market by this predictor. For the top rotating products, it has one rotating predictor each week, possibly a different one. And for the meta-model products, it has many predictors, all the participants, with their percentage. For instance, if it is stake-weighted, this just contains the stake percentage of that week. Now, when a product is bought or updated weekly, a small fee is paid to the yield project. And the main part of this fee is distributed to the predictors, that is to the data scientists, that contributed to the product according to the share vector. That is, if the share vector means that 3 people contributed to that product, when I buy the product or the product is rotated, a good part of the fee ends up to these 3 people in percentages proportional to their contribution to that product. So we have the competition rewards that we saw before that goes from the predictor to the prediction that produces the scores and produces the rewards. And we have the marketplace rewards that are more, that have a longer chain, and there are the predictor that predict things that end up in products that are executed by bots that produces fee that go to the project and go back as a reward to the data scientist. And the interesting thing of this is that the total marketplace rewards are proportional to the weekly marketplace rotation size. So they are proportional on how much the marketplace moves. And they could theoretically become pretty big. So this is the marketplace process, which is longer. We have the AI competition that send the prediction to the marketplace, where they become products. The products are sent, the updates are sent to the bots. The investor use the bots to invest the cryptos. Each rotation operation, that is the service of using the bot, is sent as service fees back to the marketplace, and they are sent as rewards to the data scientists. and where we are with respect to all the things that I presented. The competition is okay, is running with this infrastructure since a long time, 2 years and more. We would like to make it more decentralized. There are now some parts which are stored on IPFS that could reasonably store it on a layer 2 blockchain, and we are going to do these changes. And we would like to also move some parts that are currently executed off-chain because they have to be private. We cannot just disclose everything. On some privacy-preserving blockchain. This is less urgent, but would be nice to have. And the questions are okay. We have these 2 questions running. It's fine. We would like to add a daily question. That is a daily competition that could give more edge if the performances are good. And in theory, we could also extend this to different markets, but let's stick to the crypto because we want to add the bot features which are important to get the fees and distribute the fees to the data scientists. The scores and the reward policies are okay. I don't think that they are going to be revised anytime soon because they are pretty simple. It was the fact that they are simple, in my opinion, is a plus because we spend a lot of time trying to have simple rules that could be shared among the team, the project, the data scientists, and the investors. Before we had more difficult evaluation rules that evaluated, for instance, the Spearman correlation, things like that, but in the end they were disconnected from the market and were not balanced, so they were prone to Sibyl attacks. They could give an advantage to people sending a lot of predictions. Now it is not possible anymore because you get what you get is multiplied by your stake. If you send more prediction, you have to divide the stake. So there is no incentive in sending a lot of predictions. And the markets and products are okay. There is the site running. The products are there. We want to improve the top products. We want to add at least 1 additional meta model products, but it's just a matter of the underlying code is modular, so it's fairly easy to add new products. The marketplace bots are not yet there. We are going to add them soon, but we have to be careful in choosing the technology because we would like to rely on smart wallets, and we have exchanges promising us that the smart wallets will be available for the kind of services that we need always a bit later than we would like. So we are waiting a bit for this. And the marketplace rewards are not yet there because we don't have the marketplace bots, and we want everything to be completely automatic. I think that's it. Thank you.